Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about one of the best and easiest sites to earn free XRP and other cryptos here in 2025 almost 100% passively. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, I do want to make sure to ask you to stick around through the entire video so that you don't miss out on any of the great tips and tricks that I have to help you earn more, build your holdings faster, and keep more cryptocurrency in your wallet here in 2025. So with that being said, let's jump in. Now, I always do like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, just taking a quick look at what's going on in the crypto markets as a point of reference if you happen to be watching this video in the future. So if you aren't interested in this portion, feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes and we'll be getting into the site then. But overall, as you can see, crypto is doing really well. Of course, looking at the total market cap, we are getting really close to that $4 trillion mark. Currently up about 2%, just over across the board. And of course, looking at the top 10 cryptos, we're going to see green across the board, which is really nice to see. Now, of course, focusing on today's coin of topic, XRP, you can see that it is the #1 trending coin here on CoinMarketCap. Of course, at the time of recording. But looking at XRP here, not only is it up today, it's also up almost 50% in the last 7 days. So it's currently priced at $3.63. And if you haven't heard of or read about or even been a part of XRP, you're missing out. This is one of the best coins. Now, there's a lot of hype around this coin. They recently came out with their own stable coin. A lot of people think that even though this coin is not new, this coin's been around for a long time, that there is a lot of potential for this coin to really make some good money here in the next bull run, which I think we're entering now. So of course, how can you get this coin? Of course, you can go out and buy it. You can, go out and use sites like Unmineable where you're mining, you're getting paid in XRP, but you got to have a good computer for that. Maybe you just have a cell phone or a tablet or maybe just a lower end computer, laptop that you want to use to build your crypto holdings for free here in 2025. And that's what this site here today is going to do. Now, if you're not new to the channel, you'll recognize this site as Final Autoclaim or the Duchy site. There's a couple different names for it, but this is one of the best auto faucets out there. Now, the theme of this site, the theme of this video, not only is getting XRP for free, but getting it passively for free. Now, of course, true passive income is almost impossible to achieve. There's always going to be some amount of work, and with the strategies we discuss here in today's video, I can confidently say that you would spend maybe 15 to 30 minutes a month maintaining this strategy, making sure the site's still running, and of course, cashing out that free XRP. But if you're not familiar with auto faucets, essentially what you do is you claim points here on this site. They're actually called Duchy, which you then use to run the auto faucet, getting paid out in various types of cryptocurrency, of course, one of them being XRP Ripple. Here on this site, there's, I think, close to 90 cryptocurrencies you can actually get paid in, but of course, we're interested in XRP. Now, what's really cool about auto faucets such as Auto Faucet, Duchy Corp here, Final Autoclaim, they actually have leveling systems that as you use the site, you claim these points, you claim cryptocurrency, you're going to get experience points which boost your earnings. So as you can see here, I'm currently level 276, about 90% the way to 277. So I've used this site quite a bit. With that comes a 13.8% bonus on top of the regular payout rate for any of these cryptocurrencies, of course, including XRP. So very, very cool. That's basically just free crypto on top of the free crypto just for claiming free crypto. So it's a really cool system, but you might be thinking, how do we actually get these Duchy points? Well, if you come up to the Earn Duchy tab here, you can see that there are a ton of different ways. Now, I'm only going to focus in here on just a few, but if you are interested in a more in-depth dive into each one, the benefits, the pros, the cons, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd be happy to do that. And if I forgot to mention, the link to this site is also down in the description below. Now, of course, they're going to start off with some fairly standard faucet earning methods. Offer walls, micro tasks, pay-to-click walls, and surf ads. These are all pretty similar. The one thing I will say for all of these is they most often take you to third-party websites. Please just exercise caution if you decide to use these. There are some sites that have pop-up ads, things that may ask you to download things or sign in. Definitely don't do any of that. Make sure you have a good antivirus and just be careful if you are going to use those. Moving down the list here, they have space bonuses, which basically means if you hold their own coin, which is called Space Token, you'll get bonuses here on the site. They have Duchy and coin roll, which are basically traditional faucets. When you roll the Duchy roll, you're going to get a certain amount of Duchy, and the coin roll, you're going to get a certain amount of cryptocurrency. Then they have short links, games, staking, social jobs, mining, contests, level, and loyalty bonuses. Now, what's cool about some of these is when you come under like mining, for example, maybe you do have a computer that you want to use to mine. You can actually mine using your CPU or GPU in the GUI and CLI miner here and get paid directly in Duchy. For every 500,000 hashes, you will receive Duchy right here on the website. So very, very cool. Not maybe the most profitable way to go about it, but it is a nice way to really build up your balance very quickly so that you can let this run without having to intervene and do anything. Finally, they do have these leveling bonuses, which we already kind of talked about. If I click into here, you can see that not only do you get a certain percentage added on top of your auto claim rate here, where you can see being level 200, I think I'm 76. I also got a plus 13.8 and a minus 13.8, and in those columns here, scrolling back up to the top, are offer walls and gift card discounts. So that means that when I go to use an offer wall, which we're going to talk about in just a second, because that's how you can really make this passive, I'm automatically getting an additional 13.8% on top of what I'm already claiming. So it really makes this site stand out from others in that you're getting more cryptocurrency when you claim, you're getting more Duchy when you claim from the offer walls, and if you do decide to withdraw in gift cards, you actually get a at least at my level, 13% discount. So very, very cool. And then every 5 levels, you get a 500 Duchy bonus. And on every 10 levels, you get whatever level you are times 1,000. So 210. Well, I guess not times 1,000, but basically 21,000, level 210. So the passive way of earning here, if we come under the offer walls section, you can scroll down and see there are quite a few options. Now, the ones that I'm going to recommend here are Pixel Point TV, Lootably, and Cheddar TV. Now, if you're not familiar with these, basically what they do is you go to the site, you set up an account. It's basically like YouTube. You watch videos, you earn Cheddar TV points, Loot TV points, Pixel TV points, whichever site, or all 3 sites, if that's what you want to do, because that does work. You then take those points, convert them over to Duchy here on the site. Depending on your level, you'll get a little bit of a bonus or just straight into the Duchy value, which you can then use to set up and pay out from the faucet. So it makes it very, very passive. You basically just set those videos up, you let them run, and you get paid. Now, coming down here, basically you can come on here and I guess get an ad, but as you can see here, they got a little bit of information about XRP, nice little chart here to see where it's at, but let's start the auto faucet here. So coming back to the main screen, you can see that I can come down here and hit Start Auto Faucet. This brings up the menu to start your claiming, and you get to choose how often you're claiming, your reward multiplier, and what you want to do with your actual cryptocurrencies. So I'm just going to leave it on balance mode refresh, which basically just puts it into my balance here on the site, and then it just refreshes the site. The reward multiplier here, what's nice about this is you can just basically multiply your reward. Of course, you're going to spend a little bit more Duchy, but if you want to get more crypto, maybe you got a really good bonus, you participated in a contest, you got, you know, a bonus amount of Duchy, or you just let it build up and you can't seem to work them down just because, you know, maybe you're only claiming one coin and you're earning more Duchy than you are crypto, you know, spending to claim the crypto. You can just multiply that and earn more per claim. Then you get to choose how often you want to get paid, anywhere from 1 minute to 10 minutes. And as you can see here, the optimal area starts around 4 minutes when it's 1 Duchy per minute of claiming. For every 1 minute here, if you do the 1 minute timer, it's going to cost you 2 Duchy per minute. If you jump up to 4, you're getting 3 minutes extra for that same, you know, or I guess 2 minutes extra for the same price, you know, of what, you know, you would pay for 2 minutes here. So I always recommend 4 minutes all the way up to 10 minutes if you want to do that. And then you want to either send the coins after each refresh, and then selected coins are chosen randomly after each refresh. I wouldn't recommend this one, it's still in beta, so the send, I always leave it as all selected coins. Then, as you can see here, you can come on, you can select the coins you want to get paid in. As you can see, I had a few others selected, but we'll go ahead and just remove these for now. Of course, leaving our XRP coins selected. Then you just have to pass the anti-bot thing, which as you can see, it has said success, and I can start the auto claim. And at this point now, as you can see, this is going to run for 8,895 days, 1 hour, and 22 minutes. At this point, I don't need to do anything else here on the site. This is going to pay me XRP. As you can see, I got 432 XRP Satoshis right into my balance every 4 minutes, as long as this computer is on and connected to the internet. Now again, this is a web app. This is not mining. This is not requiring really any computing power. So that means you can do this on a cell phone. You can do this on an iPhone, an Android, a Windows, a Mac, a Linux, really any type of device. As long as it has a browser and connects to the internet, you can claim from this faucet. So this is all going right into my balance here. As you can see, there is a power weekend, so they do these every once in a while where you can get additional cryptocurrency just because it's the weekend. So as you can see here, coming up 20% XRP, so that's even more XRP going into your wallet here in 2025. And finally, before wrapping up this video here, I did want to just jump over to the wallet section and show the payouts. So of course, looking at XRP, I'm going to go ahead and search for it just to make it a little bit easier. XRP. As you can see here, the minimum required payment is 0.01. So just jumping back over to XRP's coin market cap real quick, we can take 3.64 divided by 0.01, 0.01 divided by 3.64. So you can see that it's, you know, about 0.2 of a penny to get that withdrawal. So it's pretty low in terms of getting paid, and that can either go to Faucet Pay or the Ripple network to your direct wallet. So very, very cool. Overall, this is a great site. I've used this for many years, not just for XRP, but other sites as well. I went to the wrong one here. I wanted to show the claim rates real quick. So these are all of the different rates that you will get paid in the different cryptocurrencies. Again, the link's down in the description below. I can't say enough good things about this site. It's never given me any issues, and it's a great way to passively earn some cryptocurrency. And finally, just taking a quick look at the XRP claim rate here. I scrolled past it. As you can see, it defaults to 95 Satoshis. With my bonus, it's up to 108, and then of course the 20% on top of that, plus a few other bonuses here and there, gets all the way up into that 400 Satoshi per 4 minutes rate. So again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out this site down in the description below. Start claiming your XRP. You don't want to miss out on this one. It's already up 50% this week. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.